Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening?
Alright guys, it's back, as you see. Some of you guys probably seen it. If you follow us on social media, which you should, then you'll get the inside scoop on when things are back, where we're riding. And at this rate, I'm so far behind on videos, it'll be like a month inside scoop. Like ahead of time. Like, so we've had this thing back for a little while now. And we went riding once already.
You should think, how long was it gone for? It was probably a month.
So I dropped it off right when we got back from Moab, which was right around May 29th. No, like May 24th or so, is when I dropped it off. And I didn't pick it up until July 8th. So about a month and a half.
Yeah.
So they had it for about a month and a half. And you know, I wasn't gonna make just like a whole video talking about it, but figured I'd go ahead and make a quick video explaining, since we never really explained exactly what happened in Moab, because we were flustered and trying to fix it and stuff. So I got a picture here of a post that I posted into a Can-am page when I was down there that really explains, because it's so long ago, I mean, I don't even really remember like the codes and stuff that it was throwing, but so it was day one, as you guys seen. We were riding back from Cliffhanger Trail on the street, and it just went into limp mode randomly, just trying to get back to our truck and trailer. And it was missing at idle, and it said, I think like, what was it, like limp home or something?
Yeah.
Limp home mode or something? I don't know. But it was in limp mode through check engine light. So we loaded it up and read the codes, and it was P1613, 1615, 060E, and 160E were the four codes that it threw. So, you know, I just want to make this video in case somebody by chance has some sort of issue like that and they're searching for an answer. I'm going to post on like the Can-am pages as well, you know, what actually caused it, because I know that was the first thing I did. You know, we didn't know what these codes mean or what it led us to, so the first thing I did was searched on the Can-am pages for any of those codes. And the best part was nobody was talking about them. Nobody had this issue.
Besides a Maverick Trail.
Yeah, and that wasn't even, I was on like the X3 pages, so I couldn't find anything. So when you search these codes on the X3 pages, all you see is my posts asking about it. So it's like that. I figured I'd make this video, and I'm gonna make these posts explaining what codes I had, so that way maybe it could help somebody in the future in a situation like I was in, where you're across the country and you're trying to get parts and fix it, and you don't know what it is. But so yeah, it was basically just missing at idle, and when you rev it up, it would clear out. But then it was in limp mode, so it would only go like 2 miles an hour. I mean, it was just
like 3,000 RPM maybe.
Yeah, it was just a turd. Like, you couldn't wheel it. It would honestly take forever to get you back if you were far away.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, if you even had the power, yeah.
To get up the obstacles.
Because believe me, I thought about wheeling it the way it was, but I couldn't even climb like a little baby rock in the parking lot, so we aborted. But anyways, a couple things we tried was we removed all the plugs and looked for anti-seize. I guess that was sort of a common problem. And cleaned the plugs, put them back in. Couldn't get new plugs in Moab anyways, so that really couldn't change them. We changed the belt because we've heard that puts these things in limp mode sometimes. The belt looked good, which was kind of cool. So that didn't do anything. We are back on the original belt. I'm keeping my new one as a spare, just for the record. Tried disconnecting all the ECU, positive and negative on the battery, you know, touch them together when they're disconnected. Some people said reset stuff. Tried all kinds of stuff.
Every plug on the whole
Yeah.
entire motor.
Yeah, and especially the TPS switch, or whatever you want to call it, the TPS sensor connector. I mean, we messed with that a lot because a lot of the codes kind of led us that direction. The only thing that led us towards anything was, like he was saying a couple minutes ago, on a forum, like an older forum for like the OG Maverick, there was machines throwing these exact same 4 codes. And I guess it was like the harness, the engine harness that fed the throttle position sensor. And the way it was routed, it would kind of jostle and like pull it out of the connector, I think.
Yeah, pull the pins out.
Yeah, so we thought it had something to do with the TPS/harness, so we mainly focused on all that. Pretty much tried anything that we could with the stuff we had available. And unfortunately, the nearest dealer was pretty far away. And honestly, everybody kept telling me to take it to a dealer, but it was pretty irrelevant because it took the dealer a month and a half to figure it out anyways. So, pretty glad I didn't drive 3 hours one way to drop it off for them to just look at it and be just as confused as I was.
So not have the part either, you're
Right.
in the middle of COVID.
Right, so overall, I mean, it was just a really bad situation. It definitely left a sour taste in my mouth with everything. Can-Am, especially the way Can-Am handled it. I mean, that was bogus. But so I haven't said it, but I know a lot of you guys probably already know, but it was the throttle body. So at least we hope it's fixed. Anyways, you know, it's cleared the code. Like, it runs fine. This is actually filmed weird. So we went to the cliffs one time on it, and that's why I didn't make this video right away. Although this video is coming out before our cliffs footage, which was a sick trip.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we had some good
No,
stuff.
it wasn't fun for me.
Josh had
Warriors.
we'll just say Josh took a tumble, but it was a fun trip. But anyways, I wanted to make sure, or at least get one ride under it before I made this video saying like, yo, it's the throttle body. And to be perfectly honest, I'm still not convinced, but it is still good to go. So I don't know, it's just wild that it would just randomly go bad. So it's hard to believe, but
300 miles on it.
yeah,
Not
I mean,
even, I don't think.
things brand new still. So anyways, yeah, they replaced the throttle body. They say that's the problem, and it should be good to go. So as of now, it is good to go. They ran fine at the cliffs, like we said. So I guess just stay tuned and find out. I mean, other than that, I just wanted to make this video explaining kind of what happened and what fixed it and the steps we tried to take to get it fixed, you know. And then also, Can-Am had it for a month and a half, and all I can really say about that is they made it right, I guess you could say, by fixing it of no charge, which they certainly should have. But the one thing I can say is the customer service was absolutely freaking horrible. So, I mean,
It seemed like it was going to be good at first.
yeah.
When they contacted us in Moab.
Yeah,
But
so
then it all went
they were just trying to protect themselves on social media, seeing these posts that I was trying to figure out. So they reached out to me trying to help, but then they would just refer me to the dealer. I mean, it's certainly not that simple. Like, do you guys not understand that I'm in Utah? I'm from Wisconsin. I can't go to the dealer, you know? And then they're like, so then the next step was bring it to your dealer when you get home. Because I was like, I'm not bringing it to a dealer out here. It's too far away. By the time I get there, you guys get it. So I bring it to the dealer when I get home, and they're like, let us know who you brought it to, the manager, blah, blah, like whoever the guy was. We have a case already open, like a service case already open for this issue in this machine, so please let us know where you bring it, and we'll be in contact with them. So I truly do believe that the whole communication and issue and the wait was both sides of it. Like, I think it was Can-Am themselves, and I also think it was the dealer I took it to, which, you know, I'm up in Wisconsin. I'm not going to say who it was because it doesn't really matter. I don't know. But it's just unbelievable because the dealer was told to wait until Can-Am reached out to them. So they waited like a week, and Can-Am never reached out. and I called the dealer. Mind you, they told me they would have it diagnosed by the weekend. So I'm like, all right, sick, you know. So I drove past my local dealer to try and get it into a dealer that could get to it sooner, and it was a bigger dealer around here. And I called after a week, and they hadn't even touched it. They're like, oh, well, we thought Can-am was supposed to reach out. I'm like, yeah, I thought they were too, but like, wouldn't you think if they didn't reach out in a day or two, you'd try and contact them? So, I don't know. The whole situation was bogus, and everybody's like, oh, call them, I'd be pissed. Yeah, you guys don't think I was. I was freaking pissed, and nothing pissed me off more than calling them and them being just like, oh, I don't know. What do you mean? You know, work on it. So
how long was it? It was like 3 weeks.
It was a good 3 weeks before I finally called, and I freaked out, and I'm like, let me talk to somebody who actually knows what the hell they are doing, because this is bogus. And mind you, this was mainly all these conversations were with the dealer themselves, and I was trying to call Can-am, like they have like their customer service, and they would put me on you will receive a call back. You won't lose your place in line. Dude, I did it like 4 days, and no one ever called me back. Like, what? I was trying to talk to somebody and be like, oh, my machine's at a dealer. Can you guys talk to the dealer and figure it out, you know? Like, you spend $25,000 on a machine for it to sit in somebody else's outside, by the way, you know, like, I don't know. So
it was literally like 3 weeks before I even touched it.
Yeah, so by the time they actually were like, so I talked to the manager at the dealer, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, of course, you know. And he's like, I'll make sure it gets in right now and gets to the tech. I'm like, so you literally need to tell me this thing's been sitting outside for 3 freaking weeks and you guys haven't even touched it? Like, how do you even do that, you know? I don't understand. So I guess you could say they made it right by fixing it and not covering it, but it should have been fixed and not covered 3 weeks sooner than it was. So, pretty bogus. That's kind of the story. Just kind of wanted to tell you guys. Want to get a ride under it beforehand. So, got some good stuff coming from the cliffs. Got some good stuff coming for old Tippy here.
And this. Going somewhere next weekend.
Yeah, which will be a couple weeks for you guys.
Yeah, so that'll be whatever day it is now, a week from today, when this is filmed.
Yeah, but probably weeks from when you guys see it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Go on social media, made it this far in this stupid rant video, and follow us. It's Blowing Budget Off-Road on a Facebook page. And then we have a group side-by-side / so it's SXS/UTV discussion. And we post in both of those one ride, maybe a couple clips from riding. We'll post when things are fixed and what parts are going on ahead of time. So I don't know. It's the only thing that's easy to post and stay like current.
Yeah, just with the random post of the day.
Right. So anyways, other than that, you guys can grab some merch if you want at Teespring. The link's in the description below. We're going to have some new merch coming for both of these machines once we get them back from their field trip. And Josh is here, so we'll see you in the next one, guys. We're going to film some more videos today. Alright guys, I just wanted to add one thing. As I edit this, I didn't really mention, you know, so I was kind of going off on a little bit of a tangent there on the customer service side of things, and the frustration, you know, was getting to me, as you guys can tell. And I just wanted to add that I'm not so much, I mean, I'm frustrated that it happened, that it was a throttle body, whatever, but I get that things happen. There are fluke things, but the way it was handled is basically the most frustrating part. So that's why, you know, I made this video, and I partially made it to hopefully help somebody if by chance one of you guys has this issue, or you're having this issue, and you found this video. Maybe it'll help you lead towards a throttle body and try and avoid, you know, this month and a half of guessing games that I had to deal with. So I don't know, that was the biggest reason I wanted to make the video. And the second reason was basically to just tell you guys how my experience was with the customer service. that's really all I had for you guys. I'm gonna throw in a couple clips from the cliffs after this, and those will be our next videos coming up. So hope you guys stick around, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you there.
What have you done?
Well guys, current situation.